What did you need, or what did you not need human design to confirm for you that you had already had confirmed, but when you came over to human design, it just confirmed this for you immediately? Okay. And just letting you know, my steering wheel is in the frame because I have to keep my phone by the fan while I'm recording this video because it keeps overheating and I don't want the video to be cut off. But I wanted to talk about this because I just wanted to talk about it. As someone who's doing business, has my own business, and I'm zooming in on business, although this pertains to my entire life. But this was such a poignant and it shifted me and how I did business in the most profound and successful way for me. And I wanted to share this with you. So my business is guiding professional women who are looking to pivot their corporate careers, or they're still in their corporate job and want to start to do what I call is their soul calling. Even though soul calling has nothing to do with human design, but this is what I am an expert at doing. Assisting these women to pivot. Now, they already know what they want to pivot into doing, but what I am assisting them with is their hindrance from doing that. So I help them to stop worrying about the how in some very specific ways that include uncovering the unconscious programs that are keeping them from doing this to begin with. I specialize and mastered doing this, okay? What I needed to understand prior to accepting my mastery of this. So this is a wonderful story. Prior to accepting my mastery of this was accepting how quickly I'm able to assist someone in doing this. I first had to accept that. And prior to accepting that, I needed to accept how my energy works. And this was before human design. So before human design, I was looking to undo and decondition myself from the program that I was working within, having had years and years and years of a corporate background. Because as someone who has a corporate background, we know that you have a meeting to have a meeting to have a meeting in when you're in corporate. And so I was replicating this type of energy when I first started my business years ago. And what I mean by that is the energy of not just the corporate background, but also those I was around, the people and energy that I was around online. So yes, online is affecting you energetically just as well as being in person. So what I was replicating and taking in was the information from mentors and coaches that was saying you needed to, or they were, this is what they were doing, not that they knew whether they needed to do it or not, but this is what they were doing. Their programs were months long, their programs were weeks long, or whatever, and they were offering a whole bunch of stuff within their offerings. So somewhere in there, they thought that more was better, when in actuality, it was probably complicating things. Well, you know what? I can't say what was happening with them. What was happening with me is, as I started to process trying to do it their way and not having any success with it at all, not feeling any connection to what I was doing, this is the bitterness of my not being connected to my own programs was helping me to identify what I needed to do. And that was pay attention to myself. So I decided to put my head down, not look to the left or to the right, and begin to understand what was happening with me. And I was around a particular mentor at that time who I thought was phenomenal. It was a he. And he asked this question. I forgot. Oh man, I hope the question comes back to me because it just escaped me. But it had to do with what is it that you needed to accept about yourself? There it is. What is it that you needed to accept about yourself that you weren't accepting? Something to that effect. That's not quite it. And I'll come back and put it in the comments if I get the exacts of it. But I needed to accept that I was able to get my clients' results quickly. Oh my goodness. I needed to accept that I was able to get my clients' results quickly. And I was trying to do something opposite of that because of the conditioning of who I was around in the coaching and mentoring space. And so I accepted that. And another coach that came into my space, she assisted me even more, even deeper, to understand, Lisa, it's not about adding yet another thing to what you're doing. It's about going deeper into what you're already successful at doing. So when she said that, so I got my piece from the one gentleman, got this piece from this other beautiful woman, and together with understanding that, because she asked me, she said specifically, how long, when you think about this thing that you do that only you can do the way that you can do it, how long does it take for you to do it? And I said 2 hours. And that was it. It was a wrap for that. So I created a VIP session, which I still do have, but I have needed a break. And I might do some tweaking with it and stuff like that. I haven't come to any final details about that. However, understanding that my calendar, so prior to knowing about doing what I do in 2 hours, prior to knowing anything about that, I went inside of myself and felt my way through how many hours a day, or what specific hours of the day am I more energetic and upbeat and vibrant, and can give my all to my clients. What hours of the day is that? And I felt my way through it, and immediately went to my calendar and got rid of all other hours that were not pertaining to that time frame. And I also felt my way through what days of the week am I more energetic, more vibrant, more present, and got rid of all other days of the week that I am not that. And now that I think about it, the fact that I did that first opened the doors to the other things that I began to understand, as I just explained. But the mastery of my energy, it absolutely had to happen, because it was affecting me so greatly. It was affecting, sometimes I would have dizzy spells. Sometimes I wasn't remembering things. It was affecting me physically. So I had to pay attention and begin to accept that I did not function like other, and I did go to 2 doctors first. I went to 2 different doctors and told them what was happening. They ran some tests, came back with nothing to explain this energy thing. So it wasn't until human design that there was a confirmation of how my energy was functioning, that I cried. I cried when I found out I'm a projector. This is, you don't have consistent, sustainable energy, as related to, blah, blah, blah. You guys know all of that. If you're here on this channel, you're probably a projector and you already know at least that information. But I just wanted to stop by and share, and I hope this isn't causing you to not listen or isn't a hindrance to your hearing what I'm saying to you. But my question originally had to do with, what is it that you already knew about yourself that human design did not need to teach you, but yet when you came over to human design, it confirmed for you what you already knew? And mine had to do with energy, and I wanted to share that specific story about business, my business, because when I accepted how my energy functions, when I accepted that I do things quickly, that I'm able to get my clients results consistently, and these results are replicatable, meaning I can do it over and over and over again. And when I accepted these things about myself, when I accepted that I'm able to see deeply who people are, when I accepted that I can hear what your heart is saying to me above and beyond your words, when I accepted all of these things about my projectorness, is when I began to feel more healthy and more present and more happy, because I accepted these things about who I be as a projector, as a human being. And then I found out I was a projector in human design. But I just wanted to stop by and share that. And I hope this makes sense. And I keep forgetting to tell you to please like and subscribe to the channel if these videos are helpful to you and you'd like to continue to see what I'm sharing on my human design journey. So please like and subscribe. And I'll see you the next time I feel like doing a video.